What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Campbell and we are back with another video. Now, first and foremost, if this is your first time on my channel, I just want you to do a quick, simple favor for me. Please hit that subscribe button as well as turn on that notification bell so you're notified anytime that I drop some content. And while you're at it, please leave a like down below. It helps the algorithm, it helps my channel continue to grow, and it pushes my content out for more and more people. If this isn't your first time on my channel, I just want to say welcome back to the trenches. It's your boy Demetrius reporting live, and I got some great content for y'all today. So if you're broke and you're watching this video, you have to understand this difference between being broke and being broke in. Being broke is just your current financial situation which could turn around in any second, any day, in any instance. Your life could change overnight just like this, and you could go from being broke to being financially stable and being up good. When you're broken up here, when you're broken mentally, there's not a whole lot you can do about that without changing and tweaking yourself. Because when you're broken, it's a mental state, it's a mental being. Poverty is a mental state, it's not a physical current situation that you're in. So let me make that make sense for you. In the trenches, the black communities that I come from, where I'm used to seeing and how people are living, they're living in poverty. But they're not living in poverty because of their current financial situation. They're living in poverty because of a mental situation they're in. They're so used to having piss poor things and having next to nothing and selling for the absolute least that they're in a sense okay with it. You hate it so much, but in a sense you find comfort in that struggle and in that pain, and so it's what you cling to and bond to the most. What we have to understand as people is what we think about the most we ultimately become. And for some people who are broken or they focusing on just bills, they're not really focused on the aspect of actually trying to make money. They're just focused on the aspect of being able to make enough money to pay the bills. And that's where a lot of issues and situations occur. When you're broken, the easiest and the quickest fix is you have to change your environment. You have to change that setting in which you're in, that it will get you into a more positive state of being and get you thinking more positively and more clearly. The thing about broken people is they focus so much on the cycle of just wanting enough money to be able to pay bills and get ahead that they don't focus on the fact that you can have equally just as much joy having money where it's like, you know, hey, you got enough to pay your bills, but you don't have maybe a whole lot extra for other things, just as much as people who have money in abundance so they're able to get ahead on bills, not just get caught up on bills, but be able to get ahead as well. Again, being broken is a mental process. We have to continue to reiterate that in this video. Being broke and being broken are two completely separate things. These are two different entities in itself. $0 and 0 cents in your bank account and not be broken. You're just broke. You can have $1 million in your bank account and still be broken. No, I know people who are watching this video, especially people in the trench, they're looking at me like, Meech, what are you talking about? Because I understand. I know how it is when you're struggling, man, when you feel like you can't get ahead. Like no matter how hard you work, you got nothing to show for it. You make money and it's leaving out quicker than it came in. You got to pay bills. You got people depending on you. You got children. You got families to feed. No matter how much you try to do things the right way, you can't win. And it's a terrible feeling. I get it. You can't get stuck in that mind frame where it's like you're so focused on trying to just be better and get ahead that you're not focusing on the whole aspect of what it truly means to be rich and to have abundance of something. Peace and happiness are two things that no matter how much money you have will necessarily bring you. It is a state of mental being. It is a choice. And you have to choose to be happy. You have to choose to be at peace. You have to choose to not be anxious, to be stressed out, to not be nervous, to not be worried about any and everything, especially when it comes to finances. One thing I've always learned even as a little boy is money comes and money goes. Having a conditional relationship with money is pretty much like this. When I have money, I'm happy. They're more pleasant to be around because they've got some money in the bank account compared to some people who when they broke just see it because they're so miserable, they're so upset, they're so just discontent with where they are in life. And that's when you have a conditional relationship with money, which is not good. I have to tell you, I'll be honest with you, that mindset literally sucks. And that mindset is what's holding you back. You have to fix that mindset. We're creating broke up here. So when we're creating broke up here, we're manifesting it physically. So because you're so broken mentally, you're manifesting a broke reality, a broke situation, which is manifesting literally right in front of you. You have some people who are called like minimalists, and they travel all around the world and they do it at very low cost and low expenses. Granted, these are people who they take losses because they suffer in terms of they have to go without on a lot of things, the luxurious things in life that maybe even some of us are able to afford to be able to do, because in order to travel, that costs a lot of money. So they're taking sacrifices and L's on a lot of other things. Minimalism and why minimalists are usually more happy is because society teaches us that we need all these different things to be happy. And minimalists they actually take deep looks into themselves and they're saying, you know what do I really need to be happy? And these are people saying that, you know, hey, Traveling, seeing things, experiencing life is what makes them happy, not items. And that's, to a degree, something I can definitely respect and understand and relate to, because objects and items don't generally make you happy. They can create happy moments for you, but they don't generally make you happy. In my opinion, experiences and things like that make you more happy. Those are things you can't recreate, the things you can't get back. Those are times and moments that might be once in a lifetime. You can buy a car, lose that car, and get that same exact car back. You can recreate that feeling. You can't recreate that one spontaneous trip that you took to like Paris or Africa, wherever, on this day, at this time, on this week, because that day, time, and week will never ever be available to you ever again in life. If your happiness is based on the car that you drive, the thing that you have, the clothes, the items that you have, you will never truly be happy. I'm not saying that we should all just live a very frugal life and just settle for the bare minimum and bare none. No, I feel like we work too hard. I feel like I work too hard. I want everything that life has to come with, that life has to offer. So yes, I want cars, I want jewelry, I want homes, I want to be able to travel anywhere. I do want all these different things, don't get me wrong, but those are things that I don't associate with happiness. I'm not telling myself that, hey, I'm not going to genuinely ever truly be happy until I get those things, because I don't genuinely believe that. I don't believe that those are things that I need to be happy. I believe that I can create my happiness in other ways, and I can choose to be happy by being appreciative and not having a broken mindset. I was homeless out in California. I'm experiencing and seeing things that from where I'm from we only see on TV. But that was me having a different approach, choosing to see it as on the bright side, not seeing it as, damn, I'm homeless, my life sucks, my situation sucks, man, and I'm just over it. Because if that was the case, then I would have quit and went back home. Okay, you buy a new vehicle. You're happy, right? What happens when a newer version of your vehicle comes out, or a better version of your vehicle comes out? Do you want that version of the vehicle, or are you still happy with the vehicle you got? 5 years down the road, are you still happy with this vehicle, or are you ready to upgrade? Now, do you understand what I'm saying? Again, I am not saying to not want things and to not take joy and pride in having some of these nice things. I'm simply saying that do not let your happiness be dependent upon items. It's a broke mindset mentality, and even if you have some type of money in bank account, you have to understand that that broken mindset is what's holding you back in life. And even if you got some money, that's what's holding you back from going into the next level. So if you're already like right here, but you have a broken mindset, if you're here financially, but you still have a broken mindset, you could be way up here, but your mindset is what's holding you back. Your mindset is what's keeping you here instead of allowing you to be way up here. If you're watching this video right now, you're watching me talk, and you're saying, damn, this guy Campbell's an idiot, I hate him and he's so dumb, or you're being triggered right now, that's allowing you to know that you probably have a broken mindset. And this isn't a video to challenge anybody or call anybody out, but I'm simply stating that I want the best for all of us as a collective. In order to get the best for all of us, we have to continue to push each other to be better. And just being able to call out each other on our BS and our bull crap, and be able to say, you know what, hey, you're doing good, but you could really be doing great if you change your mindset. For my people in the trenches, you're telling me, hey man, you don't even understand what we're going through, this and that, you done moved out, you done left by this. Man, y'all forget where I come from. Y'all forget what I'm used to and what I actually know. I come from poverty. I had no lights, no water for 4-5 years of my life. I was homeless for another 2 years. Like, let's not talk about poverty, because I understand what it means. Lived in a house with no AC in the middle of Florida for 3 years. Like, I know what poverty, being broke in the hood means. But I found ways to be happy even in those situations. I didn't say that, you know what, I'm never gonna be happy until I finally move out the hood. If that was the case, then shit, that means I lived 27, 28 years of my life unhappy. The social media, the internet, TV, people have us thinking that it's so normal to live a luxurious lifestyle, and so that if we're not living these luxurious lifestyles, we're doing bad in life. You're terrible, your life sucks. And that's just not the case. That's just not true at all. We all have the potential to be so great, but our mind and our mental state could be the thing that's ultimately holding us back. I've had to look at myself deeply in the mirror and change my way of thinking to understand that, you know what, hey, my thought process and some of my ways of thinking were preventing me from being where I ultimately could be in life. And now I've decided to shift my way of thinking, and I've seen my life change really drastically. Understand that anybody who's watching this video, I want us all to eat. And in order for us all to eat, we got to change our mindset. We got to change our mental state of being. We got to stop comparing ourselves to others, and we've got to stop telling ourselves that, you know, hey, I'm not going to be happy until I do this, or until I go here, or until I experience this, or until I buy this. Nah, man. Understand that happiness starts first with yourself. Instead of looking at your glass half empty, try to look at it half full. So if you've made it to this point in the video and you haven't already, please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, as well as turn on that notification bell to be notified anytime that I drop some content. And while you're at it, please leave a like down below. It helps the algorithm, helps my channel continue to grow, and it pushes my content out in front of more and more people. With that being said, I just want to say thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I love those who love me. I'll catch y'all back in the next video.